Cancer, welcome to your North Star on this beautiful evening. Oh, they're coming out immediately. So you in the Cancer and aeroplane people, because I'm looking at some aeroplanes in the middle distance. You in the idea of finding your North Star. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. The root skills you have to support you. That's lovely. Six of Wands. What you need to let go of. The Ten of Swords. And how to find your North Star. Wow. Five of Cups and where it's leading. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and then the Ace of Wands. That's quite a lovely little story that we've got unfolding there. We're going to cap all of this with some cards at the end, but I just thought it would be nice as we go into this new phase with our new moon 2 days ago. I've been taking some amazing pictures because the sky is so clear here. It's kind of incredible. Right, so there's that annoying bit of hair. Anyway, right, let's just dive in. It's quite quiet in the neighbourhood at the moment. Let's see. So, you and the idea of finding your North Star. Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. That's interesting. You're needing to rest and recalibrate somewhat from something that you're getting yourself physically and mentally sorted here in the Four of Swords in order to feel at your most independently successful is what I want to say. So that would mean to me like that you were rather successful in something, but the fact that you're needing to rest tells me that there's a little bit of pressure. We'll find out what's going on at the moment. Well, I could sort of see what you need to let go of, being the Ten of Swords. Your root skills that you have to support you is the Six of Wands. This is the card of success and acknowledgement. So whoever's tuning in, I think that you're rather good at what you do, and your community and you probably know it. So there is something about your reputation that's going to be rather good for you. Your reputation precedes you, and that reputation. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be like a super duper lawyer, writer, famous person on television, any of that kind of stuff. It just means that you're known. It could even be if you're not working currently and you need to get a job, or your North Star involves finding. So in the first scenario, if you're not working currently and you need to find a job, people will reflect back to you on what you're good at. There'll be something that lots of your friends and family say, oh, you're so good at that, you know. It could be anything. Recognizing people. You could be a super recognizer. I don't know why that's popping into my mind, but you know, don't diminish how quirky what you're good at might be. Don't diminish how good you are at doing something, because that might be the key to what you need to do when you're finding your North Star. And equally, if you're trying to find love, your reputation as a good person might be preceding you. So your reputation is important, and it's in your back pocket, and it tells me you've been rather successful at something, or you're just a kind of decent person. What you need to let go of here with the Ten of Swords is something that is over. There's no fighting for it anymore. You can see here, let me just have a look at what's coming out. The strange blue, unrealistic background and the way that this is being coloured. When do we ever see a sort of blue landscape? But you can see here it's all over. But this mudra he's making tells us, I've just taken all my nail varnish off because it was chipping. I need to redo it. Anyway, this mudra here tells us that there is rebirth, that there are blessings coming after this ending, and the sun we can see is coming up in the distance over that strange blue landscape. The blue landscape makes me think of kind of Dr. Seuss books. Go Dog Go, which was by P.D. Eastman. Kids' books with sort of hyper 1970s coloured backgrounds. I don't know why. That's what's coming to mind. Oh, the sun's just going down. I'm just having a last look at it. I mustn't blind myself, otherwise I won't be able to do your reading. Now, how do you find your North Star? You accept the feelings of disappointment over this ending, and you process them properly, and then you turn around to look at these 2 cups. I think I did a couple of readings earlier on today where that was also what somebody needed to do, one of the other signs. So, collectively there's quite a lot of disappointment around. Things are shifting and moving in ways that we're not used to at the moment, and it might feel not very fair, whatever's happened to you. That's the sort of feeling I'm picking up. But where it's all leading, once you've processed your feelings and turned round, is this really interesting story. 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, so another 4, like our 4 of Swords, and then the Ace of Wands. So this tells me that you're working on getting to a point where you can accept that new cup. It's like working on going through your grief in order to come out the other side, and then once you've processed those feelings, this amazing Ace of Wands. So that's absolutely brilliant. Let's cap this with an assortment of oracles. I've got all sorts of things out here tonight. So let's see what we got here. Oh, they're all in different ways. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to let one jump out. Stability, earth spirit, stability. What do you see in that image? Let me have a little look. There's 2 swans at the bottom and a fairy with some lights in a tree, and I love that that's stability. How is this image showing me stability? I mean, she's holding her hands open, and there's a load of butterflies flying up in between those pink and orange butterflies in between the lights. And so I think what that's saying to me, because it doesn't necessarily talk about stability unless you talk about these 2 swans, who I think mate for life, swans. So there might be stability in your relationship. Or if this is a heartache that you're going through, and we see you single as that 9 of Pentacles, maybe you don't have a partner, it's telling me that there is going to be stability in a relationship coming up. And either way, it's telling me there will be stability after this change. So all of that transformation of those butterflies that might make you think of something other than stability is going to give way to the kind of stability represented by 2 swans that mate for life. And Spirit of Air is here, which is a bit like that, isn't it, with butterflies? So it's allowing this change to happen, allowing that airy change, allowing the butterflies to fly. It's almost like an eagle's view. And there's another card which is eagle's view, but it's making me feel as if there's an aerial view of a bird here. So you can get a higher perspective. Right, let's have one more of these oracles, and then I'm going to cap it with some... that's too many. 3, what have we got? Earth Fairy, Physical Health. 4, Novice, the Wasp, Fear. No, I think they all just dropped out because I think they'd been together in another reading. Right, the High Priestess, Discernment, Persistence, Prophecy and Vision. That's really lovely. That's a bit like the Spirit of Air. It's telling me with those 2 cards here that you're going to have to use quite a lot of your discernment and intuition in this, and your kind of natural, slightly clair sense abilities to work out how to move forward. And I think that will be easier once you've rested properly and process these emotions. Let's see what these ones have got to say. Everything's in all sorts of different orders at the moment. I need to get this ordered. The Forest Lord. So you see the Emperor's turning up for you, and I love this version of him. So there's lots of support in quite big characters. Let's see. The Forest Lord, which is the Emperor, number 4. Okay, where's the card so I can show it to you again? Meaning at a glance: power from within, virility, natural leadership, nobility of character, fatherhood, dominion and territorial command. He's a very sort of kindly leader. Look at his face. Although there's lots of power, you feel like you would trust him. So it's interesting to have the High Priestess, who's so sort of a major, even though it came from an oracle card, and then him. So a sort of whimsical version of the emperor. Let's have a look. All who pass through the enchanted forest must pay homage to the forest lord, for everything that lives and breathes is under his dominion, from the mightiest giant to the smallest shrew. He's the essence of wild male energy kept under control most of the time. He is the virile rush of the stag and the immovable stance of the bear. His most trusted companion is the chieftain of all boars, the fiercest creature in the wood. Approach the forest lord respectfully, but have no fear. He is the affectionate father as well as the commanding ruler. He is masterful but never bullying, and he has earned the love and loyalty of those within his care. This represents the duties that come with great power, protecting his subjects, defending their freedom, and safeguarding their sanctuary. Leadership is a privilege. Authority over others must be wielded appropriately and not abused. Sovereignty from within does not need to be insisted upon. The Forest Lord's confidence comes from staying true to his noble nature. So something about your noble nature, I feel, because I was seeing him in conjunction with the High Priestess. There is, and it goes with this, doesn't it? This success and being recognised by your peers. I think this is how you're viewed. And I think you're seen in a lot more, maybe with a lot more authority than you might be seeing yourself at the moment, because you've gone through this transition. People see you as a fair and kind but powerful person with deep intuition. So I would like you to take that on board somewhat, because it will help you with your finding your North Star. I think you need to integrate it. And this is interesting. So the Sphinx in Eden. So these cards are the Shining Tribe Tarot. They are tarot cards, but she added a set of, I think, 4 extra cards, and this is one of them. So that's interesting. Sphinx makes me think Chariot, but let's see what she says. The Sphinx of Eden. I don't know that I've ever even read this one. Water, suit of rivers. Ruled, in a sense, by the High Priestess. Okay, we're getting lots of confirmation for your High Priestess, your intuition. The element of water symbolises the mysteries of existence, a state in which we sense great truths but cannot put them into words. The Sphinx traditionally is said to pose riddles and exact a terrible price for those who can't answer. But if we could return to the pure state of Eden, the Sphinx would be seen to sit silently in peace. Thus, this picture symbolises our ability to accept the unanswerable riddles of life. That is quite a High Priestess. She sort of, her knowledge is kind of really... in this book here, I read about her knowledge once in her version, Rachel Pollock's version. It's kind of absorbing. It's just absorbing the fact of things, knowing factually what's going on, but without trying to categorise it. And I think you've got that. You've got this benevolent power and this sense of deep wisdom that doesn't require action or categorisation somehow. I hope this is resonating with someone. I hope this is to do with your new start. Yeah, you're loving with this Queen of Cups. People experience you as very loving and enormously successful and with great powers. So when you're feeling another 5, this 5 of Pentacles, what do you want to say to us about this little tiny rider Waite? Know that you can partner in the 4 of Wands with what is great in your nature, which is, as I said, the benevolent Emperor, the High Priestess double emphasized, and also this 9 of Pentacles, very sort of successful, singular character with success at the wreath. I think you've forgotten how brilliant you are. And this is interesting because when we see you, how do you find your North Star? You turn around and you look at those 2 cups. When you do you see that bridge in the background? When you do that, this bridge appears here again, that white bridge. Then you partner with your true partner, with your... What was the first card? The stability and those swans, those 2 swans of the oracle. You're either going to find your true partner and there's going to be a marriage, or you're going to find your partnership with these big energies within you, which is going to be enormously stable. Another 4, like the 4 of the Major of the Emperor. Good things coming. See you again.